Did you know that no one in the entire Bible ever got a marriage license? In our society today, we tend to define marriage as a ceremony in pursuit of a state marriage license. When you study the scriptures, you'll never find anywhere any indication of a marriage license or any involvement of government sanction of marriage. It's all cultural. And it's recent culture as well. In fact, it only became popular in the United States in the early 1900s, which means that, for instance, your great grandparents and all the first presidents of the United States, they all got married without a state marriage license. You see, the fact is that marriage and the family is a creation of God. It's not a creation of the state. It's independent of the state, and it operates without its sanction, without its approval, and without its direction.
Because the church also had an interesting position that again violates most of our notions about traditional marriage. The church did not demand that marriage take place in a church or be blessed by a priest or anything like that. And in fact, through most of history, marriage was a relationship between families. It wasn't enforced by church or state. Not till 1754 did England require a license to get married. Well, an early pope said, maybe we should make the validity of a marriage dependent on it happening in church. But the tradition in the Roman Empire had been that if people lived together and thought they were married, legal or formal requirement. And so his advisors pointed out to them that if you made the validity of a marriage dependent on it having been contracted in church, the majority of Europeans would instantly end up illegitimate. So the church took the position that you were married, they would prefer it if you had banns and parental consent in a church marriage, but if you said that you had exchanged words of consent out by the woodpile, no witnesses, no priest, then you were married.